Hey there, everybody. Welcome back, and we're going to continue our series reviewing the new stuff that came out for this build. So we're at season 2, which is March, and only one new track came out for this season. So we had like multiple tracks getting updates with the curbs, and also a couple NASCAR tracks with getting like full art updates. But there's only one new complete track that came out this build, and that's Portland. And this is kind of big for NASCAR and IndyCar people because this was like one of the missing pieces to the full calendar for NASCAR and IndyCars. Now IndyCar still had a couple missing tracks, but this is a good step in the right direction, getting as far as, getting all the tracks on the calendar on iRacing. Now Portland is also like the only track on iRacing to be in the Pacific Northwest, and it's also usually the only major track in the Pacific Northwest as well for the bigger events like NASCAR and IndyCar. So this is like a big deal for the Pacific Northwest. It's finally on iRacing. Now, I have heard all kind of rumors on why it took a while for us to get Portland. So this track is like city-owned, and this track has been around since the 60s. So this track is a pretty old track. But iRacing's been around for like 16 years now, until now. Mainly because the city was supposedly tough to work with. Apparently, I had heard rumors that the city was asking for like $1 billion or $2 billion and rights for iRacing to pay in order to scan the track. So that's a rumor. I don't know if that's true or not, but the main story from what I've heard over the years is the city was pretty tough to work with. And we finally got the city to be like, okay, you can scan the track and put it on my iRacing. And most likely that is due to NASCAR 25 video game that's coming out later this year. And that's going to be the theme of the next couple builds. That iRacing's updating the tracks, updating the cars, and adding a couple tracks that we don't have yet. Because NASCAR 25 video games coming out, and iRacing wants to port those tracks to the consoles. And another track that's going to come out later of the year is Mexico City, which is a major missing track for NASCAR right now. I believe Mexico City is one of the two missing tracks. The other being Bowman Gray. So, pretty big deal that we're finally catching up on the number of missing tracks. Now we're gonna drive the IndyCar, to test out the track. I had never driven on this track in any of games or sim racing or whatever you want to call it. So we definitely gonna have to try out the IndyCar for this track first before we do anything else. That should be about good. Alright, and we're gonna turn on the overlays. Be ready for that. Have some fun with this track. So, my first time driving at this track in any of the simulators. So this track, it's pretty known for this bit chain here. It looked like we had 3D curbs here. So that's good to see. Yeah, you can feel the curbs. And then we got this tight corner here. It kind of reminds me of Lime Rock. A little bit. And then we got this big corner coming up here. A little bit farther out than I thought. So we got like this Y corner, and then we're gonna go down this back stretch here. Shadowing looks pretty okay. Oh yeah. it's gonna take me a while to figure out where's the breaking point for this poor track. And then we got this last corner here, and then you go out to the long straight. And then, yeah, pretty quick. This is a pretty quick track. And then we got this straight that's kind of long-ish. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to figure out this track, where's the breaking points are. So see, this is the track where all the new tools and updates looks good with the 3D grass, 3D artwork, you know, 3D curbs. Looks amazing on this track. And then you're going down almost 170, 180 miles per hour before you're turning here. I'm sure I'm taking it a little bit slow, but it's kind of hard to see the brake markers here because they're kind of far off the track, especially here. Well, this one, the first chain, the brake markers are right on the cast fence, so that should be a little bit easier. Yeah, we're gonna miss the corner a little bit. Yep, pretty nasty to slow down because of it. So the frames are actually, oh my god. That corner's come up pretty quick. So look like the frames are pretty good, so that's good to see. Yeah, some of these corners should come up quick on you, for sure. I feel pretty awkward with some of these corners here. Definitely gonna take some time to get used to this. Definitely not the most flowy type of racetrack, but yep, that looks good, feels good. Holy. That was terrible. But this is gonna be good for IndyCar at least to have. Yeah, we're gonna loop around. That's alright. We had enough fun anyway. So we are gonna go to this lap. Turn off the motion blur here. And see how the track look from the TV cameras. So we got this long straight, and then you got this chain here. And then you got this corner that is kind of reminds me of Lime Rock. So like this whole area reminds me of Lime Rock. And then you got this sneaky tight corner here. It kind of sneak up on you, and then you got this corner. You can probably take many giveaways to attack that corner. And then you're going down this long back straight. I wouldn't call it long, but and then we got, I was a little bit slow there, but you can probably attack it a little bit faster for sure. And then there you have it. That was the lap. All right, we are gonna go screw around with the free camera here. So we're on the free camera now. So this place is also, you know, a drag strip, it looked like. So you can probably get some drag racing going on here as well. And I believe this track also came with the no chain layout. So you can probably do some drag racing down the straight here, all the way to the end over here. So that's cool. And then you're heading to the first corner here, which is probably the most famous part of this track with the chain. You can see all kind of crashes happening here, dive bombs, all that jazz. And then we got the water drain, like some kind of draining pool here. Again, this is kind of in the city right by the river that is the state border between Washington and Oregon. So the Bit River is probably nearby. And then we got this place, again, kind of reminds me of Lime Rock. And you can really tell that iRacing's been putting their drone work into practice for this one. So starting like Catwell Park, like a couple seasons ago, they're starting to use the drone to fly over the track and take pictures from the air, and you can kind of see it here. So that's pretty cool. It looks better, it looks sharper, it looks way better than what we used to have, especially at FIOR like 10 years ago. Gosh, that used to look so terrible with the old grass model. So this looks a lot better. Alright, and then so we got the track that's right next to the golf course. And then we got the Bit River I was talking about, the Columbia River, which is the border between Washington and Oregon. So pretty Bit River over here. And then pretty much you keep going, you're over the border into the state of Washington. I believe this is the Interstate 5 that kind of goes into the city, which is right over here. So this is the city of Portland, but it's not really built up on iRacing because we don't really need it. You know, we don't need that much information. But I'm sure iRacing will come back to it and build up the city a little bit more. But this will be the city of Portland over here. But for our purpose here, we don't really need it. And then we have, what I believe is the light rail. So this should be like the city light rail that goes to the downtown Portland. And then I'm sure there is a stop. There's a train stop for the track, which I believe is right here. So this might be the light rail stop for the city. And maybe one of these days, iRacing will get the trains to be working. But right now, I don't think they're working, so. And then we're gonna go down to this, like, best stretch, a sort. which is looks pretty good to me. The cat fencing back here isn't the prettiest looking. It's short and old and bends over the place. And then you got some plants growing through the fence, which again looks pretty good to me from what I've seen on TV. And then you're going down this back straight, and then you got this tricky corner here. Alright, and then you're going to the best stretch, going to the back corner, the final corner here, and then you're back on the track, on the straight here, and you got the pit row here. So nothing too special about this place. It's, I guess, kind of like a pretty old club level racing track that should happen to host IndyCar and NASCAR and Indycar series, and also ARCA series as well. So nothing too fancy. And then you got the, I believe it's the dirt bike track. I don't think they're like rally cross track. I think they're just dirt bike track. But I can be wrong. So again, pretty simple racetrack that we have now. Not the fanciest work that we ever seen from iRacing, but it does the job, for sure. Alright, well. And we're gonna call it done here shortly. With the review, the new track review. I'm sure we'll be doing some races here later in the week. So, there you have it. I hope you're enjoying this quick review of Portland. Again, this is a very new track for me. Never driven this on iRacing or any of NASCAR games or IndyCar games or any other simulators that are out there. So completely new to me. And well, I hope you're enjoying this. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. I'll catch you all later and have a good one and enjoy this lap.